So I know some of you have electrical knowledge, but might not have specific experience with compiling code and putting it on Arduino, or either that, compiling code and processing. I'm going to show you guys how to do that. You'll need two programs to compile the code to do this mod. One is Arduino. You'll go to this website, it's arduino.cc. It's arduino.cc. And then you'll go down to software. And you'll download the Arduino IDE. And you'll have different versions over here to select from. The second piece that you're going to need to compile the program that runs on the computer is going to be from processing.org. It's spelled just how it sounds. processing.org. On this one, you'll go to download, and then you'll download the version for, in this case, Windows. First, we're going to start out with the Arduino. Arduino Uno is a board that has the settings for a watchdog set up. So when you're buying your Arduino, you want to try to go for Arduino Uno because that's going to have the correct hardware. Some of the Arduinos run at 3.3 volts. Some of them run at 5 volts. Specifically, the Arduino Uno is compatible for the code how it is. Right now we're on the GitHub page. You're going to go over here where it says main. You're going to click on there. Go to Arduino. And then I'm going to go to where it says code. And I'm going to say download zip. Yeah. Open the zip file, extract it. Go to wherever you extracted it at. This is a Arduino clone that I have. I'm gonna just throw the software on there. You'll have to go in and tell it the board is Arduino Uno, and then you're gonna have to select the COM port. This is after you've already plugged it in. It's USB, and then you're gonna go to upload, and you'll see in the bottom it'll say compiling sketch. If it says it can't communicate to the board, there's a good chance you either have the wrong COM port selected or the wrong board selected, so double check those if you get an error. It'll compile it, it'll come up with a sketch size, and then it'll upload it, and then it'll say done uploading. You want to upload it to the board before you put it in with the hardware, because once it's powered with the external power supply, you might end up with an issue with the external power supply hooked up to it. It might not program right, but at this point in time, it's programmed. I can unhook the USB and hook it to the hardware. In order to compile the code for processing, we'll go to the GitHub page, and over here where it says main, we're going to go down and go to PC software, and then where it says code, we're going to go to download zip. Then we're going to open that. And then we're going to extract it. And then we're going to double click Porcupine CNC Mod.pde. That's going to open up processing. And then you'll have your program here. And on this one, we can actually run it from here, or we can compile it. But I'm going to show you how to compile it. So we can go to File, Export Application, and then you can select what versions you want. I believe right now this code is only valid for Windows at the moment. I think the file slashes are incorrect. So I'll go to Export, and then inside the folder you'll end up with a Windows folder, Windows AMD 64, and there you have your exe file, and these other files will have to be kept together as well. So we can go ahead and we'll create a folder, and we'll call it Porcupine CNC Mod. I'll just copy these in there. And I'll take that file and I'll put it in my Windows directory. Program files x86. Actually, I think it's 64. I'm sorry. Just go to program files, and then we'll paste it in here in this folder. Continue. It's going to copy those. Then we should be able to start it. We could have started it in the other folder, but this should put it in the start menu. I have a zone alarm that's asking for permission, so just telling it allow. It doesn't actually use any internet from the file itself, so you could actually technically block that and it shouldn't affect the program itself. Maybe the Java dependencies or something, but not the program I wrote. So then this is the program. It's all compiled. You can load files and save files. Again, I got zone alarm going off. You can select files to open and files to save, and then you can select whether you want to add MLQ functionality to the G-code. And you can also, by default, I have adding line numbers in right before the code to make it easier if you have to go back and edit the code middle of the run. And then you hit modify file once you have all that completed, and you'll have another button will pop up. It'll ask you if you want to go ahead and launch Planet CNC's USB CNC controller software, and it'll load up the G-code file that was modified, and you can start running it there. Alright, hopefully this was helpful.